What's going on, guys? You're watching the Shield Bearer Faith. So I am back at the forward operating base that is my home. And I had placed an order a few days ago, not many days ago, within 5 days probably, for some ammo. Not a lot of ammo, but for much higher quality ammo. Check that out. Hornady Match. I think they're calling it ELD ammo, and it had definition for what ELD was. I think it was extreme low drag, something like that. So it comes this real pretty Hornady box for the price point it ought to, and we'll get there in a minute. And then I ordered some of these. Much cheaper, gaudier looking cardboard box. Also made by Hornady, but it's in their Frontier tier of ammunition. So what is my thoughts of these and why did I order these? Because if you've been watching my channel any length of time, I shoot cheap ammo. I shoot ammunition that I can buy, maybe not now, but that I can buy at a really low price point. So Tula or steel cased ammunition in general or aluminum cased ammunition in general. Yes, I have a bunch of brass cased ammo in the categories that I shoot, but I usually will buy larger quantities of steel case. So like Tula or Wolf or whatever, cheap, right? I'm cheap on ammo. My thought behind that is that it's not necessarily, we'll use this term loosely, your go-to-war ammo. It's not what I would want to run to an active shooter with necessarily. Okay, because that's a realistic possibility for me and what I do, is to have to run to the gunfight of some guy that's off his rocker wanting to murder innocent people, okay? So no, would I want to carry steel case Tula necessarily to that? Not if I have other options, but if I'm going to do training with the ammunition, which I highly recommend you all do training when you can have ammo to do it with, I want to be able to afford it. And Tula ammunition up till recently was extremely plentiful at Walmart up until they stopped carrying it. And I could get, thousands of rounds there for probably 20-ish cents a round. As compared, back to on our topic here, this right here was like $1.25 a bullet. This is a 20 round box. Now, this is much better quality than what I am used to. And I did not get many of these. I got 2 boxes of these and 6 total boxes of this. Had to order from 2 different places. Palmetto State Armory is where I ordered 3 of the Frontier boxes, and we'll get into the specifics of the ammo in a minute. And then I ordered 2 of the Match ELD rounds. So 40 rounds, 60 rounds of this. That's all they had of these. So then I went over to Smoky Mountain Knife Works in Tennessee, I think it is. They only had 3 more. So I ordered all of them. So 6. Now, these were a lot cheaper, the Frontier rounds. A lot cheaper than the ELD Match. Still made by Hornady, which is obviously known for their quality of ammunition. The grain weight on the Frontier cartridges, 75 grain hollow point. Match ammo, okay? When we get over to the ELD ammo, this should be 73 grain. Yes, 73 grain ELD Match, also a hollow point bullet. Now, the theory behind this. So I just covered that I shoot crappy to most people's standards ammo, right? I intend to take probably 10 of the ELD Match rounds and probably equivalent 10 of the Frontier rounds, and I will put them in my favorite rifle and I will test them out at about 100 yards. We're going to see how the accuracy goes. These will be my defensive rounds. We're going to call them that because in my pistol, these are defensive rounds. Hollow points, right? These are not designed for training necessarily. Yeah, you could. They shoot. But they're expensive. But they are more effective against a fleshy opponent, right? And if we're talking about self-defense in whatever category, that's the opponent we're talking about. At least here, right? You want to go watch a target shooting channel, feel free to do that. We're talking about practicing in the event that you ever had a lethal threat posed to you. Whatever that may be. Maybe it's a deer that decided you were the target of its aggression today and you got to put it down. It's a fleshy opponent, right? These will be more effective at that. Why? Couple reasons. One, you're talking about a heavier grain weight in both of these. So 73 grain for the match ELD rounds, and we're talking 75 grains as compared to a standard 55 grain round. And we can get into all the conversation you want in the comments about, well, the grain is not going to really matter because the velocity of a 55 grain round is going to cause it to yaw and tumble and shrapnelize. I got you, okay? I get it. However, there are reasons that heavier loads are used by like special forces, by specialized units like police. We'll call them specialized. We don't use a 55 grain round or a 62 grain penetrator as our duty rounds. They are different. Same thing for the special forces. In the US anyway, they do not just use 55 grain or 62 grain penetrators. There are reasons for that. So if you're looking for what maybe concept-wise you should do, don't copy the professionals just because it looks cool, but take away from them what might have benefit, or look at why they do some things the way they do. You know, why they wear their gear a certain way. Does it sit better? Does it fit better? Does it flow better? Same thing with the ammo here. It is more lethal. Let's say I had to put down a coyote. I've told you guys we've been on kind of the homestead here recently. Well, I can guarantee that the accuracy on this, I guarantee it, before I even shoot it, accuracy is going to be drastically different than it will be out of Tula, okay? So that's a plus. And then the lethality of one of these is going to be different. That's just a fact, okay? So we have drastically increased percentage-wise the grain weight in these. So for 75 grain bullet, you're talking almost 50% increase from a 55 grain bullet, right? In theory, you look at about 50% more trauma, maybe, you know, up for debate, to a fleshy opponent. Just my thoughts. I'm looking to probably do, that'll be a different video. I'll talk in a different video about what I plan to do loadout wise in my kit with these rounds. That might even be a Patreon video. Probably gonna be. So if you're interested, maybe check Patreon, $1 a month. All right guys, hope it helps, and I'll see you later.